most, of course, is the ones who are demanding their rights under the letter Q, which is questioning. So basically what they're saying is they're denied their civil rights on the basis that they don't know what they want. Now, that to me is rather confusing. The second letter that doesn't make any sense to me is A, which is supposed to stand for asexual, which means that they're not really interested at all. Now, I don't know how your civil rights can be denied to you when you're not even interested in them yourself, but apparently the LGBTQARTCLMAWPRUC have decided to take it into their heads that they are going to defend this minority community from attacks from nobody. Which is a really, really difficult thing to do. I suppose that's why the Bolsheviks aren't here yet, is they're trying to figure out how exactly you defend people from attacks that they are not actually receiving. And the same goes for the main reason we're here, is for free speech. And for the idea, on its most simple level, that the Irish people have a right to speak in their own country, and they have a right to use whatever platforms are presented in this country as free speech platforms, as corporations that provide free speech platforms. If Google wants to admit openly and loudly that no, we are left-wing Google, we are socialist Google, we are communist Google, well, I think most of us would kind of shrug our shoulders and go, well, you're being honest anyway. And at least now we know, and so does everybody else, that if you want to find Karl Marx videos or Vladimir Ilyich Lenin videos, YouTube's the place to go. But if you want to actually hear the truth about what is happening in our nation today, and the truth of what's happening in our nation today is very interesting and not in a good way, in a very dark way. Because the left, the political left, has never been more powerful in this country than it is now. And the group you saw yesterday have never been more powerful than they are now. And they control the agenda as far as both government and as far as corporate interests are concerned. And only their voices and their voices alone may be heard on the internet. And all this against a backdrop where the left was supposed to defend the working class people and the poor and the underprivileged. But we have over 10,000 homeless people. Uncanny homeless flags yesterday. They were rainbow ones, as I recall. And when we, or more specifically, Gemma offered to accommodate homeless people in the evenings here when we'd still be here, first of all, they made fun of that. And then, and I'm quite hoping she's listening, but I don't care, Maya Dunphy decided to tweet out to 36,000 and a half people that she bought a sandwich for a homeless person. How virtue signaling can you get? I, in my munificence as a celebrity, I'm going to buy you a ham sandwich. And not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to humiliate you by ensuring that 36,500 people get to hear about you how you couldn't afford your own ham sandwich. We need, in this country,